Welcome to Out of the File Cabinet and Into the Classroom, research done by students for students. The Stanford Family. Similar to you and me, Leland Stanford Sr. started life with school before entering the professional world. After finishing lower education in both public and private schools, Stanford studied law in 1841 in the hopes of becoming a lawyer. Upon achieving his goal, Stanford joined a law firm in Port Washington, Wisconsin. In 1850, Stanford married Jane Lathrop. The same year Stanford moved to Port Washington, the gold rush started in California, forever changing Stanford's life. Because of all the people moving to California hoping to get rich prospecting, Stanford decided to move there as well to start a grocery business. The grocery business was a smart way of making money during the gold rush because all those hungry miners had to eat. However, Stanford's business interests were not limited to food. In 1863, the Central Pacific Railroad, a company Stanford was involved with, began building a railroad that connected the nation and allowed for fast, easy, and cheap transportation. By charging fees to ride and use the railroad, Stanford was able to become very wealthy. The railroad was one of Stanford's most successful businesses. In 1868, while building the railroad, the Stanfords had their first child, Leland DeWitt Stanford, after 18 years of marriage. To parents who had been childless for so long, Leland Stanford Jr.'s birth was a miracle. As an only child in a wealthy family, Leland Stanford Jr. grew up in great luxury. At their home in Palo Alto, the Stanfords even built a private mini railroad for their son. Despite their wealthy lifestyle, Leland Jr. got typhoid fever during a trip to Europe and died at the age of 15. To memorialize their only son, the Stanfords built Leland Stanford Jr. University. In order to attract all kinds of students, the university was practically free. This low-cost approach to higher education was unheard of at the time. There were times when Stanford University was tight on money and nearly closed down, especially after the death of Leland Stanford Sr. in 1893. However, Jane Lathrop Stanford kept the university afloat with extreme measures, such as selling her jewelry. In fact, she financed the university for 5 years, working with the university president, which was amazing because women did not hold management positions in those days. She was also responsible for the large archway in front of the quad and the Stanford Memorial Church. Palo Alto has a middle school named after her because of all her work in education. With no heirs, the Stanfords donated all their wealth to support the university. Thanks for listening and enjoy investigating more Palo Alto history.